everyone. Welcome to the first stop on our virtual Poudre River field trip. We're here at Rist Canyon Road where the Poudre flows under the road. Colorado State University, the City of Fort Collins, and In-Situ Incorporated have all been working on a collaboration to set up a monitoring network on the Cashley Poudre River to monitor our water quality and our water resources. We chose this site to be our upstream reference for the City of Fort Collins for a couple reasons. First of all, it's the least impacted by urbanization, but also gives us some insight into agricultural land uses upstream with the Morning Fresh dairy farms. Upstream of the site, we also have the Bellevue-Watson fish hatchery and 9 different water diversions. At this site, we can see that each channel bank is a little bit different. On this side, we can see that it's a bit flatter, has a lot of vegetation, and that vegetation is stabilizing the bank a lot more than on this side. This site is on a river bend, and we can see that the flow is being diverted to this side of the river. Especially underneath all these trees, you can see that there's been a lot of erosion over time, exposing the tree roots. On this side of the river, there's also a parking lot, and the slope is pretty steep leading down to the river. This has created the need for ways to stabilize the banks, and we can see that a little bit downstream of here with a lot of large boulders on the stream bank, helping to stabilize all that soil. As our least developed site, we've also noticed some patterns emerge in our data so far. This site is the shallowest out of all of our sites, and it tends to have the fastest flow. This fast flow allows for high oxygen saturation, but low diurnal or daily variability. Since there's not a whole lot of development around here, it also has pretty low specific conductivity, meaning that there's not a lot of ions dissolved in the water, and it also has the coldest water temperatures out of all of our sites. At each of our sites, we use something called a sonde to measure water quality. We use sondes that are manufactured by In-Situ Incorporated, which is a local Fort Collins business that makes environmental monitoring equipment. Inside each of these sondes, we have ports that we plug sensors into. A sensor looks something like this, and there's a couple different variables that you can measure with these sensors. At each of our sites, we measure dissolved oxygen, turbidity, conductivity, temperature, and pH. At this site, our sonde is sitting somewhere down here. Each of these sondes are connected with a cable to something called a telemetry unit or a tube. We program the setup to take measurements every 15 minutes, and every couple of hours, the tube sends data over a cellular network to a website where we can log in, look at our data every day, and download our data. That makes sure that everything is running correctly, and we can use this data that's almost a live stream to identify any problems in water quality or flow.